Morning.
What a transition. Hey, everybody. Welcome once again to Covens and Cauldrons, a show presented by Casters and Castles. And thank you for your patience as we have been sorting out our small delays. But we will be running
I'm the
full
delay.
session
It's
tonight.
me.
Kari's operating from a different place. You apparently deep in the jungle right now, is what I can tell. How is the Wi-Fi out there?
Oh, I don't know if you guys have ever played Jumanji, but that's basically what I'm dealing with right now.
That's your life.
Yeah, I'm contending with all sorts of poisonous things here, so it's not great.
Look out for that dude. Look out for that dude with the gun and a mustache. What a great film. Anyways, we are back and ready after a bit of a cliffhanger ending from the last time around. But before we do all of that, I do want to go round the horn and introduce everybody, starting with the man who has the word Khroen above his head, but he is in fact BoopasaurusRex. Would you care to introduce yourself and your character for everybody?
Yeah, my name is Boop, otherwise known as Hauld Thir. And I think it's funny that Khroen and Ehloanna just got gifted subs. What's up with that?
Boggle,
chat.
Hello, chat.
Chat?
Yeah. Somebody just wants
Let's
to
Hello?
Anyway, Cotton 4K. Anyway, I am a warlock, and so far my special move has been getting impaled on the shoulder and surviving attacks by my friend Ninkasi. And riding animals.
You just get in the way sometimes. I'm sorry.
My ego needs space.
Apparently not. Apparently too much. How about Ehloanna and Ninkasi? Go ahead.
Yes, hi, I'm Ehloanna. I play Ninkasi. I am a Water Genasi Tempest Cleric, and occasionally I attack my friends. Not really on purpose. Sometimes they just get in the way. That's just how it is. So, yeah. Sometimes I also fry frogs when they hold a knife at us. Gotta do what you gotta do.
So delicious.
Yeah, very a little OP, as they might say. We'll see if there's a nerf back incoming. How about SpaceGhost?
My name's SpaceGhost or Kari. I play a Haringen rogue named Curly who has a knife problem. I'm gonna let you find out what that means when we play.
Is it a knife problem or is it knife solutions? Like, I honestly can't tell.
Is she the knife problem or the knife solution? You decide.
I've only seen solutions.
Seen solutions. She's the big sister of a very large. What is Kaza?
Goliath.
Goliath. That's right.
Yeah, hey, circus siblings, man. It doesn't have to be a blood thing for sure. All right, how about Khroen?
Hello, my name is Khroen. I am on this show playing a human bard named Leocyn Lynclair, or just Leo, who is a victim also of Ninkasi's wrath, and a poet.
Absolutely. That about sums it up. But got to be careful. Those words, they are quite sharp. They will cut. And last but certainly not least, Mr. Kenobi.
Hi, yes, I'm Kenobi. I play Kaza, the Goliath barbarian, little brother to Curly. And again, the signature move that we have is the Chubby Bunny, where my character will just throw Curly just at the enemy with knives in hand, and it works every single time. Definitely no way that it ever fails. I haven't seen anything ever go wrong with it.
No, there's nothing wrong with throwing a spiky football with your dad in the backyard. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it works. You had a lot of time to perfect that, and apparently the dice seem to agree. So it's definitely quite the motley crew we have here, and I, of course, in PiraTechnics, I will be the Dungeon Master for today. And a little bit of housekeeping before we get underway. We can already see it down at the bottom, but of course the Active God system as in place for all of our shows here on Casters and Castles, including Covens. So as it looks like some people have already got us off to a flying start, if you want to make some potentially nutty things happen, or maybe just spawn a bunch of boggles, you can contribute either via subs on the Twitch channel, or you can straight up buy the Acts of God in our Ko-fi store, which is ko-fi.com/ I believe, I'm going to get it wrong, I always get it wrong, but it's Casters and Castles, because it's only one individual channel. Thank you. All that stuff should be in the chat or in the information below. And of course, if you're catching this via a VOD, those will apply to the next time. And I think that is about all we've got. So as I attempt to keep a straight face while Boop plays with his wallpaper, I am going to get us in to our recap. As y'all have been waiting
Who is
long
she?
enough.
It's a good picture.
She is pretty good.
It's a
That's
good
lot. That's a
picture.
lot better than most of the pictures that I have. So I'll give you that. Anyways, when we last left off, caught in a tense situation, Bloodbath and Beyond chose violence and quickly fried the chef who was holding a butcher knife at them, glaring suspiciously as the apparent conspirator, the royal taste tester, Bloth, had fled the scene. While you stood about wondering what to do next and how to potentially hide this casual act of murder, a group of pixie enforcers turned up, demanding retribution for some past acts. Apparently they were working under direction of a Lady Khroen. Now, you were able to bargain for them, Leo giving up a memory that might have been somewhat controversial for some of you.
Shut up.
In exchange for just looking the other way and a promise that no further pixies would be harmed in the making of this campaign. Sending them off, you decided that your best bet while you were moving about was to send Curly off invisibly on a reconnaissance mission to find out more and potentially to sneak into the mysterious hut in the center of the swamp. And going your separate ways.
You almost murdered me. I forgot that. You almost killed me.
I didn't do anything. There was a hat and it turned into an octopus thing. We'll get to that. While the rest of you made your way back, a little bit uncertainly, to your quarters to await the eventual summons of King Gullup the 19th, you were visited by a number of people. First, the taste tester, Bloth, had decided to at least attempt to induct you all into some sort of coup in the making, which you gave a non-committal answer to, and sent him on his way while you all continued to plot out your own designs. Then the satyr Telbuck that had followed you along with a number of their companions into town and stayed along the outskirts had met up and asked what the plan was, what you were going to do, as they were still searching for their leader, Vansel. Eventually settling on some sort of call and response to act if need be, and giving you a sending stone to communicate that message. Lastly, you were visited by an emissary of the king, and you started out on your way around the ringed space of downfall towards the Soggy Court. Meanwhile, Curly discovered, after a little bit of roving about, a clothesline heading into the distance, into the mist, from a large gnarled wooden tree out of which a number of voices were emanating that seemed to become aware of your presence but were unable to determine where you were as you had the invisibility spell cast upon you. So managing to sneak by them, you tightrope walked your way along the clothesline and managed to arrive at a musty, ramshackle 3-story hut. Walking around this creaking and croaking building, you spied a strange creature, a sort of scarecrow-like being with lobster claws for hands, a detachable gourd for a head, and as it seemed to not be aware of your presence until it asked who was there, hearing you but not seeing you, your answer was to throw a knife straight through it, which prompted a little bit of back and forth on the on pleasantries and what maybe constitutes appropriate conduct when meeting strangers.
That doesn't sound like me.
No, not at all, yeah. Ignoring most of that, you did choose to knock on the front door after learning and confirming for sure that this was, in fact, the cottage of Bavlorna Blightstraw, the hag that you were seeking for your own reasons. You were granted entry upon knocking by a small, silent, bulging-eyed toad creature that seemed to be much more comfortable on 4 legs than 2. And as it hopped out of sight, you investigated the interior to find that there was a large, shallow pool in the center of this room, which contained a mirror and a lily pad. But also, around the base of this pool, around the edge, there was a number of other stacked things, including about 7 mannequins on which various items of clothing were all scattered about, including this bizarre hat of kind of a pointed hat witch design, but a little bit like faded and kind of sharp looking around the edges. And picking it up, it turns out that this was not in fact a hat, but some sort of nightmarish octopus creature that tried to engulf your head. But you did manage to shake it off and ran for the door as it splurted ink and all sorts of dark producing substances at you as you tried to just make your way out, managing to escape. The scarecrow creature that introduced itself as Clapperclaw engaged you in some pro bono therapy after all of that, unasked for and unsolicited. And the end result was that you offered to take him with you while he was still searching for his missing head, this stag's skull. So, with 2 things happening in tandem, we will pick up with you, Curly, as you are hefting this very low-weight creature onto your back, and you can hear it's something inside the gourd it is using for a head, just kind of tinkling about as though it's like a number of like stones or coins or something.
No, buddy.
Hey, hang on. Okay, I think it'll stay this time. So where are we going?
Okay, so listen, I have some buddies here, right? We're trying to find Bavlorna, sort of. I mean, a little bit. And we're gonna go find them, you and me, because we'll inevitably run into her. Like, believe me, we're nothing but trouble. Like, every time I'm like, hey, we should go do this thing that sounds like a lot of trouble, we always find what we want. So, we want Bavlorna.
Are your friends like you?
What? No, you know what? I'm gonna listen, buddy. And like, she's like starting to like grab the clothesline while she's talking to like parkour down it. No, I'm nothing like, I mean, listen, they're like really peaceful. They're kind of like cowards, to be completely honest. Like, they don't have the kind of active, decisive decision-making quality that I do. I personally think that maybe I was made, to kind of lead. So, but they don't listen to me, probably for good reason, but I digress.
Well,
so self-aware, so close to self-awareness.
A little bit of like hesitation from Clapperclaw, but they eventually fall silent. Yeah, so you are kind of climbing along. Is it the same clothesline that you had entered on?
So on the map, there's a bunch of there's a couple going out different ways. So I'm gonna say she's probably climbing on one of the clotheslines that looks like it leads to the closest path out. She's probably gonna have to guess because it's covered in mist, right?
Yeah. I'll just say right now, when you get out onto the balcony, give me a perception check, please.
Yes, I can't log into my D&D Beyond account. Will somebody please roll perception for me?
You can roll a physical die if you have one.
I sure freaking don't. You'd think in this giant building of 14 floors and a bunch of people, I'd be able to get one. Hold on, I think I can get into it. Nope, sure can't. I was literally trying. When you said me first, I was like, oh no, I've made mistakes. Will you roll for me? Do you mind?
I think I can. I need to go ahead and grab your character. Yeah, I'll go ahead and hit the button for you.
Wait, are we still level 3?
You are still level 3.
Oh my god.
Y'all have made a lot of plans, but let's see how this goes. It is taking a little while to load your character sheet, so please give me...
After the being slow?
Jump 2 levels.
Yeah, 2 coups, 2 levels.
2 coups.
Tukui.
Shout out, little else.
Tuki time.
Tuki time.
Well, while that's happening, I will take a moment to shift back to the rest of y'all as you are being led down and away from your temporary quarters and towards the where the Soggy Court is. By the way, if this doesn't load, it might actually just be D&D Beyond. So unlucky. We'll see if
unlucky. I actually found it.
Okay.
You wanted perception?
Yes, please. Okay. Well, we'll go back to it. Yeah, because I couldn't load it up, but if it's working for you, that's great.
Yep. Oh my god, it rolled so fast. I got an instant 11.
I don't see it on mine, but I wonder if that's just.
I see it.
Oh no! I can't load the page at all. Unfortunately.
D&D Beyond, you saucy minx.
We'll see if that fixes, but either way, we'll just have to trust the numbers that are coming in, and I'll have to be doing some rolling physically on my side of things for the time being. However, you got what was your total score?
11.
On an 11? Yeah,
Mhm.
you glance up and you see a number of clotheslines, but they very much vanish into this, like, shroud of mist that goes in all directions, emanating out over the swamp. It is very difficult to tell which way, which one would lead you to where you want to go the most, but you do know which one you entered via, and that is around the back of the hut. If you wanted to go
Okay.
via that one.
So using this logic, if I go for the one that's directly across from the one I originally went on, doesn't that put me closer to the entrance where I would be going back to find my friends at the hall, the food hall?
Potentially. I mean, so you
May as well try.
trying to pinpoint exactly where, exactly which one would lead you to the closest to where the quarters were, or where the Soggy Court was specifically.
Where the Soggy Court was specifically.
Okay. Yeah. So looking at them, there are about 4 of them, but only 2 are hanging at the level that you are currently at. There are a couple on the 3rd floor. And looking about, like leaning over the side and looking about, you can see that there is one directly opposite the one you came in on, but that one is hanging from the 3rd floor.
Okay, so I think that the path of least resistance here is probably the best option. She just wants to get away from whatever that thing is. Like, she's actually scared. So there's like a small sense of urgency to just grab one of the closest clothesline, but not the one she came from, specifically because there are people there that she had kind of alerted. So if she knows if it starts to shake, they're gonna know. So let's just pick the one, like whichever one's closest and not the one that they came from.
Okay. All right. Keeping that in mind, so you make your way down there, and are you attempting to tightrope walk it again, or how are you?
I think she's gonna use her arms to try to get herself
Okay.
over, because she's a little more sure. Yeah.
And you will need to get up to the 3rd floor in order to do that. So.
Okay.
Looking up at the hut, yeah, you can see that there is another balcony hanging there, but it is a
That's
good
the best picture of me, though.
20 feet up.
So it's 20 feet up. Oh my god, that's an amazing photo. Is there any?
The best
is there?
one.
Is there like stairs? Like, what am I as far as like access getting up to the balcony?
You knew that there was a set of spiral stairs inside the hut.
Inside.
But you don't see a whole lot out here.
Not going back in there. You can't make me. I see what you're doing, and you can't make me do it. So I'm gonna go back on the clothesline that I came from, because I'm not going back in that house.
Okay, so you decide to opt into that one, the first one.
I'm traumatized.
Making your way along, are you are no longer invisible? Are you attempting to be quiet, fast, or potentially both?
Let's do tightrope walking, because then she can hold her bow and arrow just in case, and just not even trying to be quiet or fast, just trying to get over it alive without falling into the water.
Seems reasonable to me. Okay, so trying to just be a little bit more on the safe side. I would like.
I got a baby
to give me
baby
a
on board.
Dexterity check. Fortunately, Clapperclaw doesn't weigh a whole lot, so this is more of a. It's like trying to lift a big cardboard box with the wind blowing it over.
Oh my gosh, my rolls are so fast. It's 13.
13? Yeah, not terrible, not terrible. There's a moment where you stumble a little bit, but you do manage to make your way down towards the tree, and you eventually see out of the mist is this large gnarled, almost dead-looking oak tree that you had originally scampered up. And as it looms out towards you, you no longer hear the voices as you did before on the way in.
Okay. Just gonna start running towards, scampering. Running is like the behavior of scared people, and of course she's extremely scared, so she's going to act the opposite of that. So we're scampering. We're scampering as quickly as possible towards the Soggy Court, or at least where we remember it being.
Okay, so you want to get down the tree and then basically try to get all the way to the to where you had all met up. You spent a lot of the time in the backpack, just as a heads up.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Actually, okay. I actually like that. I like chaos, and I like the pain.
Here's what happens. You scrabble down the tree, and all of a sudden, the voices inside, coming from like these weird like holes in it, start to pipe up again. And you hear what? Oh,
Not those guys.
Oh. It seems like we have some company. And out of the tree emerges a couple, like three little heads of like these small, kind of fairy-looking creatures with like very, very like long, almost Pinocchio-esque noses that are just like batting about and like sniffing, and they look and they see you and they tilt their head to one side and go, "Oh, it's a rabbit, but on 2 legs. That's new."
Excuse me, I'm sorry. What the fuck did you just call me?
They turn to each other. They want to know what we just called them. Well, should we tell them again? Should we say the same? Yeah? Do we have a better one? Ah, I do. Furball. That's what we called you, a furball.
She's gonna turn around and shoot an arrow. I don't know what to tell you.
Roll.
I don't control the character.
You have, yeah, you do have a crossbow, don't you?
I have it equipped, yeah.
Roll for attack.
Oh my god, what a mess. I can't believe she's doing. Listen, I am a sensible human being. My character is not. You want me to roll for initiative?
Just roll an
Or roll
attack.
for the
Just
attack.
roll a range attack.
Got it.
You're aiming at one of these.
It's a short bow.
One of these fairies, yeah?
Yeah, one of those little.
Or you, yeah, on a natural one, it flies off. You actually stick the bolt in, and it immediately like misfires and shoots off into the air. You have no idea where it went.
I'm just lucky it didn't
and
hit me.
all
A
of
force
the-
pretty bad.
All of the all of these little creatures just start cackling maniacally. Even better, it's a furball that can't aim.
Oh no.
What do you want from me? Okay.
Kill.
All you've done is talk. I don't even know what's wrong with your nose. Why is it so long? I could probably use it to pick my earwax. What do you want from me? Huh?
She's trying to come up with something, but it's never going to be as good. And another one kind of knocks on the tree and goes, "Better luck next time. Knock on wood." And they duck back into the tree.
I'm so mad right now.
What a traumatic 20 minutes you've just had.
I know.
It really has
I
been.
found out that my parents
quite tough.
not loving me affected my choices for
Yeah,
some reason.
some breakthroughs
like-
in therapy somehow.
and now I'm getting made fun of by a tree. I think Curly's probably gonna try to bomb this. Hold on one second. I'll look at my inventory
boy.
really quick. I know it's not great. It's not great. I just made her. What she does is not my problem. Let's
This is
see. I got a
dedicated role
bell. I got a crowbar. I got some lantern. I got an oil. Okay, I want to pour the oil from my oil flask in, and then I want to use a match to light it.
Okay.
I have a tinder box, so I have oil in a tinder box.
The moment you create a flame, the tree shudders, and one root picks itself up, and the other one, and oil flies off in all directions. And from inside, you hear, "You did it now!" Meanwhile,
Oh no! All right.
the rest of you are being led towards the Soggy Court, and
That's what your mom said.
little, very, very like squat, sort of toad-ish figure that is leading you is trying to engage. Do we have a marching order for any of you? Who's in front?
Oh, I'm probably in front.
Yeah, as guards,
Definitely
I feel
not
like
the
Kaza and I
help.
would be in the
Oh,
back.
you know,
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
Not the help.
We're the
Uh,
guards. We go in the back.
That's
Yeah,
You have a
yeah.
couple of,
And then
established nobility.
Herbert, Nerbert, and Ninkasi.
No, Sherbert.
Herbert.
Sherbert.
I believe it was I believe I was Sir Liam it was, and Sir Herbert. I please if anyone would give me a insight check.
Insight. Of
Oh,
course.
Kaza's
Ah,
so
nine.
good at this. Kaza's so good at insight.
19
Yeah, let's
or
go.
17.
4.
Yeah, Kaza, it's not a whole lot's going on there. You're a little bit still taken in by what's going on around.
There's a monkey
but
with symbols just.
For Hauld, something is off. This guy is.
Of course.
Frogs are usually a little slimy. This guy's straight up sweating.
All right. Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Sir Herbert, yes.
That is my name. What's yours?
Oh, I am Rumple. No
Rumple?
title. No, Grumple. No title as of yet. I have yet.
As
to
of
learn.
yet.
Well, one of these days, one would think.
I look at him like inquisitively, like with one eyebrow way up. Like, yet? Why? Should I use shape water on you? You're soaking wet.
No, that is absolutely not necessary. We will proceed in an orderly fashion, and then I will properly clean up before the feast, of course.
Well, I don't feel comfortable following behind you, as from our homeland, it's very important to stay clean and tidy, as the rule of hospitality is. And I feel you're breaking it, right, Herbert?
Yes, are you not properly cleaned already in escorting nobility from Northern hither?
Make a persuasion check with advantage, Hauld.
Okay. Advantage. Roll. Oh, 13.
13? With advantage?
Yeah.
Because
Unlucky.
I failed to see what my current state has to do with leading you all to banquets. Please watch your step here. And as he starts to lead over the stepstones, past the balloon that hangs that sits tethered at the edge of the swamp. You all have made your way down to that point right now.
Okay, so I sit down.
On the stone?
Yeah, I just sit down.
Okay.
And I'm like, I will not be escorted by the likes of a sweaty person. We are about to eat a wonderful dinner prepared so graciously by the chef. And you are ruining it for me.
Yes, can you please fetch your superior for us? We need to have a word.
Your manager.
Very well, please stay here. And I will fetch.
I'm already sitting.
Yes, and he scampers off down the rock, taking care to leap over the center stone. And out of sight. You are alone.
Okay, I look at them and I'm like, so is he going to be part of coup 1 or coup 2?
Might be 3 coups at this point.
How many coups do
The
you
more coups, the better.
Down with the bourgeoisie!
Makes our job easier.
We can
so.
shape our own
So
kingdom.
I'm assuming
with
that
more coups.
what Curly is doing is probably loud and seeable, right?
Funny that. Perhaps we should shift over there.
Okay.
Curly.
Yep. From the
Hey.
League of Karens back to Curly.
The League
We-
of Care.
Okay, that's the episode title right there. Out of the soggy earth, this tree creature uproots itself. The tied-on clothesline snaps, and
Fuck.
in the center, where there was this hole that the fairy creatures had disappeared back into, a mouth opens in like a mockery of a smile, just as the wood rends itself a little bit, and it lets out a unearthly screeching sound. Starts stomping towards you. I need you to roll initiative.
No!
All of
Okay,
us?
I'm back.
Not you guys. I mean, if you know what, we
We
can't have
hear it.
everyone roll initiative, because halfway across the swamp,
Did
on
we
the
hear?
wind, you hear,
You hear this horrible noise,
and then
and you just know
does
it's
Curly,
me.
boy.
does Curly make a shout as well?
Yeah, of course. The shout's literally just gonna be, "Fuck!"
Yeah. So you hear both those sounds in that order, and I will have
Which
everyone
sound?
roll
Sorry?
initiative.
Daddy? I mean, Dad?
Dad.
Dad.
What
no,
sound
Daddy.
did she make?
Ah!
Okay, just need to make sure. Appreciate
Oh,
it.
Kaza knows that sound.
Yeah. That's
He's very well acquainted
There.
with that sound.
Let me roll
you
initiative
guys are
real
getting
quick.
extra. You guys are getting a lot of.
Oh
lot
wow,
of
natural
extra
20.
out of
Ooh,
me.
It's
Not bad, not bad.
basically
Good first,
Curly's,
well, second roll.
well, if it isn't the consequences of my actions.
We've had 2 solo combats in 2 sessions with Curly. Split the party.
Am I the drama? Am I the drama?
Excellent. I gotta make sure I have the right. Oh dear. Yes. Okay.
I need my League of Karens to back me up here because I'm in some trouble. Some completely unnecessary trouble, I might add.
We have to make sure safety's up to code.
Is there any other
Not
time?
only are we a League of Karens, I'm also the head of OSHA. Okay?
Oh my god, could you imagine how powerful you'd be?
I'm literally the worst person in the world.
Are those flip-flops that I see, Curly? Are those flip-flops?
Hi, my name's Karen, and I lead OSHA.
You have Crocs?
Wait, how did you know the name of the big bad? I mean, what?
The tree. The tree's named Karen. Oh, she works for...
Dude, OSHA is the main villain.
Yeah, for real.
And
No,
I'm
come on. This
your
good.
this isn't.
school
OSHA
board
is good.
president.
This isn't Ghostbusters with its blatantly anti-environmentalist message.
OSHA is good. Only bosses hate OSHA.
Ghostbusters!
Oh dear.
Am I gonna die? Is that why you said, oh dear? Am I
No,
gonna die?
I mean, it's a maybe right now. You know, we'll see how it goes.
Alright. I can deal with maybe. Call me maybe.
Yeah.
Hey,
Great song, by the way.
Mm,
So I'm
mhm.
looking for an
It's one of the
appropriate
best.
picture because I would like y'all to see what the heck is happening right now.
You're looking up treant pictures, aren't you? I can
Let's
feel
see
it.
what's gonna kill
OnlyTrees.com.
Curly. Behind door
Holy
number
shit.
one.
Onlytrees.com.
There we go. That's what you're looking at.
Oh, I hate so much the things you choose to be.
Ooh.
That's a
That's
scary
very
tree.
poetic. Okay, so let's go ahead and set up the initiative order 20 to 15.
Me?
I rolled a 20, but be right back. I need water.
Okay, 20
Didn't
for
we
Ninkasi.
help some trees out
What did
earlier?
What did you roll, Hauld?
Oh,
I rolled an 18.
Leo's 16.
Okay, 16 for Leo.
at this
So 15 to 10.
That's me with a 10.
Okay,
Me
and
with an 11.
Kaza.
11 for Curly. Okay, and
Guys, with the 10.
Monsieur 3. Ooh, okay, all right.
I was funny
You
would it be
come
if
to
Kaza
me.
just got good at accents.
All right.
My thing.
So we are waiting on Ninkasi to come back, but
Read.
Ninkasi will be first up in the order to act. So just to add a little bit of cinematic flavor here, from
No, I'm just kidding.
from across the swamp, echoing, you hear just this long expletive going. How many seconds does this shout last, Curly?
Well, she had to breathe in because she was terrified. Like, it was like sort of like a, so it's like a big gasp in. So it's going to be pretty long. Like, I'm going to say, like, she probably had a former life as, like, an opera singer, Haringen. So, because wow, how else can you explain how loud she is?
Haringen
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that only makes sense.
We actually
Yeah.
already knew that. We talked about it before you said it.
Yeah.
Actually.
Haringen's well known as opera
That
singers.
happened off screen.
All right.
Happened off
Ninkasi, from across the
Yeah.
swamp, you hear this
Laura
echoing,
Bailey voiced it.
screaming sound, followed by just a long, incredibly well-pitched fuck. You're up.
Okay. Well, it's across the.
You don't
The
know
swamp.
where it's coming from exactly. You
Yeah.
just know it's somewhere
coming.
across the swamp.
And my sense of direction is terrible.
It
if
is,
we
but you're
remember
hearing
correctly.
something. If you want to, this is not necessarily a knowing how to navigate. This is a trying to pinpoint a sound's location. If you would like to
Okay.
do that, that would be a
I
perception
would like
hearing, hearing perception check.
Perception. Okay.
It's not a
Oh,
hard
another
one.
nat 20.
Oh, easy.
24.
Wow.
You kind of pinpointed down to the distance, and you know that if you were to swim in a straight line, that is very much the fastest way to get there because it is on the exact opposite edge of downfall as far as you can tell.
Okay. I kind of like whisper that to the rest of the group, and I ask if we should go check that out. I feel like this might be something we want to go involve ourselves in.
Yes, I think so. Could be trouble for Curly, and we
That
should
is
look at
definitely Curly. 100%.
I think Kaza would know what their sister sounds like. and-
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have heard this scream many times. It is not good. We should hurry up and go help.
I've heard it
I'm
too,
gonna
so we
say-
should.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of time to talk, so are you all going to make a move right now?
I'm gonna stay here.
Hold still.
Yeah.
So, Ninkasi, for your turn, you are able to pinpoint that sound. You have that brief conversation. I will give you your movement, but I'll say that's your action to have that conversation.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And you start moving?
I'm gonna start moving in that direction.
On foot, or so you're currently like on the edge of.
I don't think I have another option.
Yeah, actually, to give you an idea of where you all are right now, you are sitting on the edge of the balloon depot. There is currently one balloon tied up, sitting there, kind of like bobbing along with the basket just hanging just above the line of the water. A bunch of stepping stones leading north away from you to the south, back to the quarters you'd stayed at, and then elsewise, it's just a very foggy bank and a bunch of still water. From the direction that you saw. That you heard.
I am a little spooked by the water here. Can I see through the water?
It's pretty murky. At this point, you've already pinpointed the sound. You've had this conversation.
Yeah.
If you want to make a move, yeah.
I'm gonna make a move by foot. I'm not gonna like go in the water or anything.
Okay, so
I'm
you're
gonna start going in the direction of the sound.
Cool. So it seems like the faster way to do it is to head back towards the cabins, effectively. So I'll say you make that move. Hauld, you are up. You are sitting currently.
I look around. Are there any like frogs around me?
A couple small ones sitting on. One of them sitting on the stone. A couple ahead of you. Just a normal-sized frog.
Red the frog. Red
Okay,
the frog.
so hold on. I have a plan.
Soon.
Where is the largest concentration of people that I can see?
Your friends who are currently heading towards the sound of that noise.
Okay, so I look around and I try to make eye contact with as many people as possible. Okay? And then I point to the tree and I scream like a horror movie.
You're not
I'm pointing to it and screaming.
Well, you don't see it.
Oh no, but
No,
how
you,
do?
you,
Okay.
You all hear that sound and the expletive from Curly. You are nowhere near this right now.
Okay, well, I'm actually okay. Then I'm gonna hide. Is there a place to hide?
Unless you want to jump in the water. I mean, you could potentially jump into the basket where the balloon is.
Okay.
Sure. You run towards the dock and leap into the basket, and I'll say with a that's your movement. With an action, you are hidden. Yes. Okay.
I'm gonna use my action to hide. Yeah.
Next up, Leo. Curly, you'll be after this, and Kaza, you are the one after that.
All right, I think as we're making most of us making a scramble, Leo might call back to Hauld as we're like running off. Say, you got a plan? What are you?
And I go, don't forget about me again.
Okay. On that note, so Ninkasi and Leo are moving. You both have that 30 feet of movement. Leo, I'll say if you want, you can dash since you. Well, things happen in a very, very small amount of time. I'll say you're both dashing at this point. If you want to, unless you want to do something else for your action.
Nope, definitely running.
Yeah, Leo will dash.
Yeah, so you're all gonna take a few rounds to potentially get to this place. We'll talk about that in a bit because now we are back with Curly. This thing marches towards you, but you have recovered from your shock of seeing this crazy tree thing come to life and stalk towards you. In front, it is cutting off your passage to the north. Behind you, there is this copse of like kind of mushrooms out of which like this
not the
weird
mushrooms.
sound is emanating, like this kind of sad pipe music, and then back towards where you know your friends were is still as of yet free.
All right, I'm gonna little straw man still on my back. Clobber claw?
He just goes, holy shit.
I love him. He is my son now. Curly feels differently, but oh my god, it's a TikTok that I made. Moving on. God, my favorite himbo.
Professional shitposter, Kari, everybody.
Fucking, it's me.
Kari Keone, the professional shitposter.
Fuck. Okay, so Curly's gonna use her long jump because she is startled. To go towards where she knows her friends are. So she's literally just gonna like swerve or Tokyo drift around the other way, and hip hop to the hippity hop. The hippity hop don't stop.
I'm gonna roll the next save for Clapper Claw.
Oh no, he has to hold on. What if I drop him?
On a nat 20, those lobster claws are just like dug into
Digging
your fur and holding on, and they're like, "Wah!" Start screaming a little bit. You hop and skip and jump, and you are sprinting for it.
Okay.
That's your long jump. How far? Are you just jumping like horizontally out of the way?
10 feet.
10 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you just keep running.
Well, yeah, like a shock putter.
Yeah,
I just
you take off like a rocket.
like a little
Next
scared baby.
up in the order, it is Kaza, and I will remind you, Kaza, you have a very snazzy scarf that lets you go freaking fast.
Is there any body of water that's 20 feet wide that I can jump over to get there quicker?
You don't know how far this water goes, but it does seem like it's longer than 20 feet from the shore.
So
but
then
you do know that the shore, that the body of water that you had to cross in order to get over to the watchtower where the chef was that you all fried, you do know that body of water is probably about 20 feet, if not in the ballpark.
Okay. I'm just gonna then Kaza's just gonna book it the length that he can currently to get there the quickest without
You're following along everybody. So you all start running, but then Kaza, I believe your speed is doubled, correct?
Yeah, it's doubled.
So with that, Kaza starts running, and you just see this blur, this purplish blur, with a red scarf trailing behind it. Or sorry, it's a teal scarf trailing behind it. Shoots up in front, and you see Kaza just like full on sprinting it like it's somewhere between Usain Bolt and the Flash. How fast he's
Oh my god, amazing.
Like,
that's sibling love.
Obviously not a lot of difference there.
Gotta get there.
Gotta go.
He's got to go fast right now. You actually make it all the way
Follow
back
me.
On a dash, you make it all the way back to your quarters. On your next move, you'll be able to leave the water if you want. Okay. Next up in the order is going to be this big tree boy. You book it. You're 40 feet out of the way, I think, right?
That's right. Get away from me.
I'm just kidding. It is going to... Can it close the distance? It is going to stomp towards you, and it's going to raise up a big root, just rips out of the ground, and flings it towards you.
What have I done? What have I done?
19 to hit.
Oh.
I am dead now.
No.
You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as it knocks the wind out of you and knocks you to the ground. You are currently prone. Clapperclaw is going to fall off.
Cry and scream.
And yeah, he's on the ground next to you and he's like, ah! But that's all it can do this turn. Ninkasi, you're up.
Okay, you said it's going to take several rounds to get there, so I'm just going to spend this round dashing in that general direction.
Get to the same. You basically catch up to like where Kaza would be. You're basically at the body of water, looking across to the other side. There is still that skiff tied up around the side, and Kaza's just booking it. He is not stopping. So with that dash, your turn ends. Hauld, you are sitting hidden in the basket of the blue.
Sorry. Oh man, I want that drawn. That specifically. Just me hiding in a basket.
Hauld in a basket.
Okay, so I look up. What's like vantage point from this basket like?
It's almost like at ground level. Like it's floating just barely off the water. Okay. It's sort of like because it's tied up by a dock and it's being held down by 4 ropes. But it is a large like air balloon effectively that you're sitting in the basket. It's quite spacious, quite comfy. Yeah.
Can I see like where we were gonna like get together for dinner?
From here, from the distance, it's still pretty foggy, but you do see disappearing up into the distance just past stepping stones that you refuse to cross without a less sweaty escort. There does appear to be like sort of like the makings of a bridge you remember crossing earlier. You can't quite make out where the Soggy Court is from your vantage point.
Okay, and is there anyone around me that looks like the king?
Give me a perception check.
Oh no! I double clicked. I rolled a 1 and a 20.
All right. I feel like the.
You got to get the first one. I don't think I have inspiration.
I'm gonna let
so.
you roll it again, just because you accidentally did the double click. So try one more time.
Okay, thanks, Dad. I don't deserve this, but I'll take it. Okay, that's fair. That's pretty much average. 6.
Yeah, you don't see anybody. It's actually kind of weird considering the scream and the sound that you don't see anybody. Would you like to do
Okay.
He's just distracted.
I will use disguise self on myself.
Okay.
That's funny. To disguise myself as the king.
Okay.
Because I saw him before, right?
You did, yeah. You know what King Golub looks like.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try as best to look like him as possible.
Cool. Do you do anything else?
Yeah, I get out of the basket and I just start walking around looking for the king.
Okay. You head north or south?
North?
Okay. Across the stepping stones. Cool. I will note that. Next up in the order, we've got Leo. I assume you continue to dash?
Yes. Also have a clarification question.
Yes.
Would Leo, so like in giving up the memory to the pixies, right?
Mhm.
Would he know of like the concept of like the memory that he gave up, or just like nothing about it? Just like, would he remember like, oh, what did I give up? I don't know, kind of thing.
You just don't have that memory anymore. So, like, you know you gave up a memory because you have the memory of giving up a memory. But
Yeah.
you don't,
But I don't know
you
anything
don't know
about
what
it
it
is.
was.
Okay. cool.
And Hauld is mildly upset with you, so context
Yeah, it's like,
probably
what
helps
is
you a little
that?
bit there. Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
No worries. Bless you.
Yeah, I think
Again.
Leo would
Alright.
be. I think Leo would be like a little confused, like, what is that? What? But keep on running, following Ninkasi's lead.
Okay, yeah, you managed to make it to the shore as well. Curly, you get knocked down by this root. Clapperclaw goes flying as well. He's lying face down, if it could be said that the gourd has much of a face. About 10 feet from you. And what will you do?
Cry. No, I'm just kidding.
I would too. It's a free action.
Right. Let me see. I think I've already used my jump. I think I can use it twice. After a long rest. Hold on one sec. Let's find out. Let's find out. Actions.
Action.
Lucky footwork. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. Sneak attack. None of these are the thing that I need to do. Rabbit hop. Yep. So I've done one. I'm gonna do one more rabbit hop.
Okay. You do have to spend half your movement to get up from the ground as you are prone.
Yep.
Okay. So you get up. Do you kick off by yourself? Do you grab Clapperclaw?
I'm gonna grab Clapperclaw. Crap.
Clapperclaw. Yeah, that's different. That's a different character. Yeah, you rush over, grab him, and then you look to hop away. At this point, you are very close to the kitchen, as it were, where the cauldron is bubbling unattended now.
Another problem.
So you leap across the bridge.
Yep, that's
Okay.
gonna be it. That's gonna be the one.
All right. So I think that
Just-
puts you at about only 20 feet away, right?
Yep, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so this thing is still bearing down on you as it continues to chase. Up
I
next
hate
in the
it.
order, it is going to be...
The thing.
Not yet, fortunately for you. It's going to be Kaza's turn. Kaza, you are running. The water looms up in front of you, and you think you can make it across with your speed.
Do it. Jump.
So you take a
He
running
will
jump.
jump. Yeah.
What is the... I want to double check what the scarf
It's
gives
20
you.
feet long jump.
Yeah.
I don't. Well, Kaza doesn't need to start like running. He can just do it from.
Okay, but you already were, so it's
and-
even easier. at this
Yeah,
point.
but like just.
So, yeah, you all, well, those of you who have followed along, see Kaza. You just start to catch up to him as he leaps up, kicks off the shore, and soars over, scarf trailing in the wind, full superhero. And he lands on the other side, and he continues to run. And you see Curly booking it towards your direction with a gigantic, hungry-looking tree creature chasing after.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's about 60 feet away.
Okay.
Oh
okay.
my god.
Can I still move?
You
Or
still have your movement. That
okay,
was
so
a-
the
that
jumping
an
was the
action.
action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you wanted it to be your movement, in which case you have an action but no movement. I will allow either. Yeah,
Well, they're
Kaza's
still like
diagonal.
60 feet. They're still 60 feet away from where I am currently, or where Kaza is currently, correct?
Yeah, you can cover that distance with your current movement, or you can,
Yeah, I'll
you
probably
can take
do-
a
yeah,
dash action effectively to do that.
Yeah, Kaza's probably just gonna do that.
Okay.
and just
So you basically
fucking
get
book it.
right up to Curly. As you meet, what do you do?
what the fuck is this? Why is a giant tree following you? What did you do?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just running in this direction. I am out for a nice brisk walk. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay,
Let's
we
go
run.
on the walk.
Okay, let's run the other direction now. Let's go.
We're going the other
behind
way.
you.
Let's get out of here.
You hear this tree just, and it
I'm the drama.
stomps towards you all. It is chasing
Okay.
you, Curly, and it is going to reach out once again as it.
Wait,
whips
okay,
away.
wait. Can Kaza not position himself in front of where Curly is so he takes the hit?
No.
You can try to
no.
make yourself look
What have I
tasty,
done?
but this thing has its sights set on Curly right now, as it was Curly that tried to light it on fire.
I am both the drama and the main character. Both terrible things to
You
be
can
in
But
this
could like
instance.
You can get in
can
front.
Kaza just get in front of like where like
Yeah,
between
it'll
between
give,
the
it'll
tree
give
and
Curly some cover.
okay,
Yeah.
probably that then.
Yeah, you stand up, try to block. It tries to whip another move around, and on a 24 to hit, it's going to deal 10 bludgeoning damage to Curly.
Oh.
As it
Yep.
lashes out and smacks you, knocking you down to the ground once again.
That bitch is passed out. That is the last of her HP.
Curly is down. The tree stands about 20 feet away from you, Kaza, as it just roars displeasure in your direction as it sees at least it dropped one person. Ninkasi, you are up. The shore looms out in front of you. It's about 20 feet wide as far as you can see, and Kaza has just leapt the entire distance.
Yeah. Can I actually see Curly go down from like where I am?
Just on the cross of the fog bank, I'm going to give you a perception check. This won't be super hard, but it is a little obscure.
Oh god, sure. I rolled a 2. Okay, I don't see
yeah,
shit.
Yeah, it's chaos. You hear shouting,
I
you
am
hear,
fucking blind.
you hear voices, you hear a smack, but you don't see anything.
Okay. In that case, I know that Kaza could probably jump way further than me, so I like seeing him jump across it. I'm just gonna like dive in to swim across it.
Okay.
Can I
Yeah,
can I do
you
that?
jump in, you swim across. I mean, you have very good swim speed. How? It's like it's 20 or 30.
I'm pretty sure it's 30. I don't actually know where it is on my character sheet.
I think it's 30 as well. Or so I believe you don't actually have to. You have about the same, I think. You make it to the other shore. You are able to get out and still have about 10 feet of movement.
Yeah, okay, it is 30 feet, by the way. Okay, now that I'm across,
Now you can see it.
now I can see it. Okay, with that 10 feet, can I reach Curly?
Curly is lying about 20 feet away from you, so you can't quite reach the distance, but you can get close.
Okay, I'm gonna move the 10 feet closer, and then I'm gonna yell out, Kaza, if you can, throw her to me and I'll heal her.
Yeah.
Chubby bunny.
Okay. It doesn't work as well when she's unconscious, but okay.
Hauld. Meanwhile, you have transformed into King Golub the 19th. You are walking along the stones, and all of a sudden you hear like a flat foot like slapping on the rocks, and out of the distance, a figure that you're somewhat familiar with is making their way towards you. This is the taste tester Bloth, the very long, thin, sort of green tree frog-esque bullywug. Looks at you and goes, Your Majesty, but you were just what? How did you get over here?
So I met Bloth before, right?
You did.
Yeah. So I go, Bloth, come here.
Yes, Your Majesty. Yes.
I'm not the king, but now would be a great time to do something to the king. Someone you met before. Wink.
That just doesn't narrow it down at all.
What? Bloth.
Who are you?
Okay, focus. Now is a great time to do something to the king, and when you do, I'll make sure you're safe.
Pull a persuasion check.
Okay. I'm making this coup happen, guys.
We are just chaos incarnate.
Single-handedly.
We really
the
are.
Yes.
crews have-
23.
A realization kind of twinkles in the eyes of Block and goes, Herbert! Yes, yes, not too hasty. This way, quickly. And you head in the opposite direction towards the Soggy Court.
Cool.
Leo, you are up. Ninkasi's just leapt into the water, swam across the other side. You hear sounds, fighting, some sort of scream and a roar.
Yikes. Okay. Leo is probably not going to dive in.
There is a skiff tied up over to the side, but you've used its cross before, but it takes a little longer to do.
I think in just pure chaos fashion as this is, Leo will just call out and yell for help. There's been an attack. Someone, please help.
Okay. Roll general persuasion. Persuasion check. Actually, no. Roll a charisma check. Just a charisma check.
Charisma? Okay. Alrighty. Charisma. 17?
I think that's a good time for an act of God to occur.
Alright.
Boggles, I did not meet you.
Finish.
Get
No,
back
you.
there.
I am in the midst of a coup attempt.
Hey,
All
everybody!
right.
Fucking Boggle!
Happy Boggle Day!
We have to.
I mean,
we
you
have
already
to
know.
do it. Now we have to do it.
Do we have to? We
have
skipped
to
it
do these
enough.
goggles.
So-
Yep, this one counts.
It's happening. Curly, first things first. I need you to make me a death saving throw.
Rebel.
Just not 20 it, you know, it would be fine.
I'm
Pause
so
check.
nervous too. This is so tense.
I close my character sheet all the time, by the way. Don't worry.
Okay, so I got the death saving throw window open, but I don't know where I can roll for it.
Oh,
Good.
it says saving throws on the top
Yes,
left,
There'll be a death one.
Oh, I see
Right.
it.
and then you just do that one. Yeah.
Rage.
Alright, Rage.
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 Wait, my saving throws box does not have a death saving throw box in it. That's weird. Here, hold on
Foiled
one sec.
again. See if I
Let's
can-
Or it should be
see.
on your HP if you put it down to 0.
Yeah, so I put it in, so I've got the death saves, but it's not letting me click it for some reason. That's very strange. It's just a D20, isn't it? Should I? I'll
You
just roll
can
the
you
D20.
can just do a d20. Yeah, I don't know why, because I see the thing. I see the thing as well, but I don't see like the death save portion. Very
Yeah.
strange. Go ahead. Yeah,
One
go ahead and just
sec.
roll a d20.
Getting it done. All my dice have disappeared. Oh, there we go. I got a new computer for work, so now my dice roll very fast.
They really do.
Yeah. All right. Holy crap. A 3. Wow, that's whew.
That's a failure.
That's
Please
a
add
failure.
one failure.
I added
Uh,
a failure.
Okay, I'm right
Next
there.
up, Kaza. You turn to face this creature, and right
that's
out
a
of the air
gross
above
sound.
you, a bunch of these grayish, sort of slimy creatures that you are now intimately familiar with appear and dive bomb in unison onto this thing, and they all go like, and
Onto the
tree
tree?
just gets covered in this like
Oh, thank God.
blackish, sticky gunk. And as they dive bomb in, lemming-like, they seem to disappear and turn into this strange oil that smells of. It's halfway chemical and halfway like old musty like gym socks. Basically, it's just not a pleasant combination.
Gross.
But you're
Yeah.
familiar with it at this point, and the tree gets gunked thoroughly and seems to be sort of slightly stuck into the ground. It is currently restrained. Your turn.
Okay, Kaza's gonna scoop up Curly and fucking hoof it back to the coastline.
Okay. Ninkasi, you pass right by there. you're making moves. You have an incredible movement speed, so you can get to the edge of the water with no trouble on your single move speed.
You said I had 10 feet, so I said I got out and went 10 more feet to get closer.
Yeah, you got
to Khroen.
closer. So as you got closer, Kaza 180 picked up Curly. Just Curly, right?
Well, is the crab boy attached to?
He's not currently. He got knocked loose, and he's lying another 10 feet away by the shore.
Okay, Kaza's gonna fucking just like, oh shit. Then he's gonna try and just like, can Kaza path in a way where he can grab Curly, grab Crabclaw Boy, and then rush to where Ninkasi is?
Yeah, no, you can cover that distance. It's just a little roundabout.
Carrying him like
basically.
footballs.
With
Okay.
your
Yeah,
movement,
basically,
you
yeah,
can do
yeah.
all that very easily. It's going to use your
Okay.
movement, but yes.
Okay. Okay,
Also,
time to go. Time to go. Let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go. Get out.
Curly gets a healing boost, so go ahead and roll 2d4 plus 2.
Aw, chat, you healed her before I could, but that's okay. It
I
saves my healing.
know.
Yeah.
Ninkasi's still gonna get credit. She doesn't know where the healing comes from. It's just
Yeah.
Ninkasi.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
basically, this just won't use your spell slot.
Yeah, so it's 2d4 plus 2.
Correct.
Put my hand on your forehead. Some weird radiance comes from sort of inside me, but not really. Like,
But
wait,
not
I only
really.
just started to activate my powers. How did that happen?
You get 5 hit points back.
Woohoo!
And
I'm
you are
alive!
just being zoomed around by Kaza as he picks both you and Clapperclaw up and heads towards Ninkasi. Yeah, you see, the first thing you see is Ninkasi just like hand over your forehead, and you are in pain but alive.
You're the prettiest person I've ever seen in my life, Ninkasi.
So glad you're back. No dying on our watch.
Just attaches to her neck and won't let go.
From behind you. As the
Oh,
thing
God.
stomps
Okay, we
forward
should go.
again.
Did I do that?
It still can't reach you all as easily as it would like to, but it's going to take a branch and whip it out towards Kaza.
Whip it out,
Whip it real good.
I don't
Yeah,
know if
whip that
15
branch
hits,
out.
though, does it?
Dad.
It does. Yeah.
Alright.
Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, okay. So it's never mind.
You take
That's not a good
17 points of bludgeoning damage as
sound.
it breaks across your back and like knocks the wind out of you. You
Oh.
manage to hold on to both Curly and
Okay.
Clapperclaw, but you take a big hit as this branch smacks you.
Ow. Okay, this is not just normal tree. Can we please fuck off?
Ninkasi, your turn.
Okay, so, I guess I'm gonna grab onto Curly as she tries to get out of Kaza's arms to climb onto my neck. And I'm basically gonna take her and run back to the water, and then, I want to use shape water to, like, freeze the top so I can, like, slide across it with her and get back to the other side.
Okay. So you're just trying to freeze the water as you go in front of you. That is I think how much can you cover with shape water?
It's
How much
a-
space?
So it's a 30-foot range, 5-foot cube.
Okay.
So if it's like multiple
Yeah, I mean it would have to be
5-foot
it would have
cubes,
to be
I could just
multiple
repeatedly
turns.
like,
Yeah. It would have to be multiple turns, but you can do it.
or when I jump on the ice thing, I just let it go across from the momentum of me
if you want to
jumping on it.
if you want to make one, and then like jump on it, and then have
Yeah.
it try, like and
Jump
see if
on
you
it.
can
Jump on
like
it.
angle it to start floating across. It is going to be hard to keep
Yeah.
your balance though.
Don't tell me that.
Yeah, I'm telling
Alright,
you,
you know
can,
what?
you can definitely try that if you'd like.
I can try it, it would be cool, but instead I might actually be like, Curly, climb on top of my head and then jump in to swim across, but like keep my head up above the water.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
God. It's like that child's parable with the
give
scorpion
me
and the frog.
Give me a strength check just to see
Can I
how
get
well you can
advantage
hold
because
on.
I am very good at swim? Oh, her. Never mind.
Yeah, this
yeah.
is for you. This is to see basically Curly's just holding on to you. This is just to see if you are how easily you're able to handle having the extra weight on your back.
Oh, can I get advantage because I'm a good swimmer? Because I'm
And
a
'cause she's
water
little?
Nazi?
Well, the check is not necessarily a pass-fail. It's just to determine how fast you swim as a result of having the
I rolled a
extra weight.
6.
So the advantage wouldn't make too much of a difference. So it does take
It
you
would
a little
make a
more.
difference.
It does take you a little more, but you will be able to cover the distance, just not in one round.
Okay.
You make it
Okay.
about 20 feet. Or,
Okay.
sorry,
I'm
15
just like,
feet.
just don't,
15 feet,
just
5
don't
from the shore.
drown me.
Yeah. No
We do
worries.
not want to die
Don't
here.
panic. Don't
Uh,
panic. It's fine.
Hauld,
I guess you can
you're
drown me. I
walking-
can breathe water. Never
you're
mind.
walking with Loth, and you cross the bridge. You haven't noticed
Can I-
this before.
can-
Go ahead.
Can I give him a plan real quick while we're walking?
Do you want to give him a rundown? What is the plan?
The plan is we're gonna kill the king.
But how?
I'm gonna cast invisibility on him, and he's gonna stab him.
Me? What?
Yeah,
I don't.
you.
Illig was going to do that to the king.
Well, where's he?
You didn't meet with him.
I don't. Where are they? I told you we'd handle
I
this.
was
We had a
trying
plan,
to get a meeting sorted, but you had your own ideas.
and this is it.
Illig will be
I'm a
at
frog.
the
You're a frog.
Make another persuasion check, please.
Okay. $16.
Okay, fine. Do you have anything sharp?
I don't know actually. Hold on. I assumed you would have something sharp. You eat food.
That wasn't. That.
Do you have a knife or something?
Not on me.
Oh, I do have a small knife.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him my small knife,
Okay. Pockets it.
and I say, I'm gonna turn you invisible, and when you see the king, it's time to strike. No hesitation. Whoever your leader is, what's his name? Isaac.
Illig, the parent of
Okay.
Stump, of course.
Yeah,
Are
he
you
will be
sure
so
about
proud
this?
of you. And if you want, you can pass on the crown to him. But I trust you, and I will be here to distract as you go inside and do it, as I pretend to be the king in the meantime. That way, we might be able to have 3 different kings in the span of minutes.
No, that's what. Meanwhile, Leo, you see Ninkasi swimming with Curly like hanging onto her neck, almost reaching the shore at this point. You hear the distant sounds, like the smack. It sounds like wood hitting flesh as Kaza lets out like a ugh. But he is enshrouded in mist at the moment on the other side of the shore. You can still see Ninkasi and Curly. What will you do?
Okay, can't see the tree yet.
No?
It's
Oh, Kaza.
down the mist. Oh my god. So Leo doesn't see any response, any result of his yelling for help.
Yeah, you don't know what happened. You did hear some weird, like, other voices join in, and then a bunch of, like, splatting, squelching sounds, but you don't know what happened.
Okay. And so sorry. So I do see Ninkasi and Curly.
You do, as they are nearly to the
Okay.
shore.
Okay. I guess just call out and say, Curly, are you alright?
Leo, this is the worst day ever.
Not the worst day. You're still alive. There's still that.
I almost died. I actually almost died.
No, what's happening? What's happened on our watch? No. I guess Leo, like, you can't. I don't think really do anything here, but like, gesture, like, run towards the shore, be like ready to like help them like come out on,
Yeah, you
onto
can
land.
hold an action to try and, like, help pull them out, like, faster,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, you can do that.
What do we try to do?
Curly, it's
Nothing
your
really
turn.
else to do right now.
I'll say, with Leo's help, you are going to clear the shore at this point, and on your turn, you and Ninkasi can both get out of the water.
Okay. Okay. So Curly will get off of Ninkasi's head and like help her out of the water with Leo.
Okay.
And then I think it's time. What's the tree doing? What's Mr. Tree doing? How is he looking?
You hear
What's
like
he up to?
and then a bunch of like squelching sounds as something is trying to move on the opposite side of the shore, but you don't see it.
Where's Kaza?
You don't see him either.
Whoa! What? Oh no. Okay. That's bad. That's really. Hey, does anybody know where Kaza is? Did anybody see Kaza? I don't see Kaza. Where is he? What?
He's back there.
What?
He's getting slapped around by that
And
tree.
I
He should.
believe
I mean, I imagine he'll follow
With
us.
that level of conversation at this point, it is now Kaza's turn.
Kaza would like to jump across the way, please.
Okay. You are leaving the threatened area of the
Okay.
tree. And as you do,
Okay.
it is going to take a swing at you one more time with a branch. Unless you want to use an action to disengage.
Wouldn't the action be jumping, or is it?
You would, but I believe you can use your movement to jump as well.
Oh, then yeah, do that. I don't want to take attack of opportunity.
Yeah, you
Fuck
managed
that.
to clear it out of the way, and then you line up for the leap with your movement. You were not quite exactly at the shore, so if you want to take like a jump from where you are, the 20 feet, you're going to land in the water, but you can get the heck out of there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. You leap from the shore directly, and you just kind of become this like massive cannonball with the scarf flying behind you. And as you are all clambering onto the shore, and Curly is like, "Where's Kaza? Where's Kaza?" You hear in the water, big splash, and a familiar grayish head with purple tattoos pokes up out of the water.
Hello. Take this stupid crab boy, and he throws the crab boy over the shore.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I did not sign up for this shit.
Yeah. Never mind. Kaza, you're good. You're good. I'm happy you're alive.
Okay, next time, no more trees, please. Thank you, Curly.
Yeah. It's not for pets. Trees aren't pets. Got it.
You
Noted
hear
now.
from the
I know that
opposite
now.
Side of the shore, just a and a stomping in the opposite direction.
Thank
As
you.
Fuck you,
Tree has
tree.
given up the chase.
You mad bitch.
Congratulations, you all survived.
Woo! Oh, we're level 5, right?
Nice.
Really just
Okay.
throws the bird at it. Fuck you, tree.
Curly, are you still hurt?
Yeah, I'm actually like way hurt. Like I can't even throw
Okay.
up the bird because my hands are broken.
All right, I'm
Really
going
got
to
messed up.
put my hand over her head and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
And she gets 10 healing.
Whoa! Should have put your hand over her
Holy
mouth
shit.
instead.
That is way better than doing drugs.
And on that bombshell of a note, I think here is a good time for us to take ourselves a short 10-minute break. We will be right back after this.